Hey, what is up, all of you beautiful subscribers? Long time no see. It's been a whole 2 or 3 days since I uploaded something. I'm going to talk about why that is. I'm going to talk about my new business adventure, but I just want to take you guys back a little bit here. So the purpose of this channel originally in January, when I started uploading every day, was to document the process of building a business. And I finally get to show you guys that, okay? I'm going to talk about that in a second here. So I was supposed to be documenting the real estate agency business. Obviously, life took a turn. I made more money consulting and obviously through YouTube and courses as well. And so I couldn't document that. However, there's a new opportunity. There's a new thing that's happening here, and I'm a little bit crazy, but if I fail, I fail, and you guys get to see what it's like to fail. If I succeed, you guys are going to be able to see what it's like to succeed in building a business. And this is, I'm very, very excited for this. I came up with this idea. I already have a bunch of people sign. I'm going to talk about all this here. I have to take you guys back to March 1st. March, remember guys, when I had my major surgery? It was bad. I was supposed to take recovered well, I recovered in 2 days. I was back to work. I was supposed to take 2 weeks off. I was like, fuck that. Since then though, I've been working so hard, I've only been sleeping 6 nights a week. And you guys always ask, you seriously work 14, 18, 24 hours in a day? Yeah. On average, I did the math. I've been pulling 1 all-nighter every single week for the past 3 months. And so that's probably taken a lot of years off my life. Seriously, it may have. Alzheimer's and all that too. So I was like, it reached a breaking point where I was like, okay, I cannot do that anymore. On Friday, so I took a few days off this weekend. I didn't do really any actual work. I didn't upload videos. I didn't do consulting. I didn't put any work towards affiliate or anything like that. However, I looked into selling stuff on Amazon. Again, this isn't my business venture, don't worry. So I was looking into selling stuff on Amazon again. Amazon FBA. And again, the same things came up in my head. Okay, so why am I not doing this? Because it is a little bit of a process here. You have to contact manufacturers. You have to, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to get the front page of whatever category. Everything's super competitive. All the good products, you're not going to be able to compete anymore. There's so many big vendors out there. You cannot, it's tough to compete. Now, certain areas, yes, you can. There's still tons of success stories. I'm telling you guys, if you guys want to make a lot of money and you want to try to sell stuff, try Amazon, seriously. Try Amazon, I still recommend it. However, there's still a lot of competition. They take, on average, they do a lot of stuff for you, Amazon, but they take roughly 8 to 12% a fee. Most of the time, plus it's a $40 membership and all that stuff too. So all this stuff started going through my head. And then I was like, okay, why don't I just try and sell my stuff on my own website? Less competition, I can bring in my own traffic through ads, plus, social media and all that stuff as well. And then I was like, okay, why don't I just try and build a Shopify store? That's what Shopify is. Shopify is you get to build your own website, your own e-commerce website through them. And so what Shopify is though, is that there's an $80 membership fee, this is all okay. I mean, I can more than pay for all this stuff, but there's an $80 fee for Shopify. They charge 4 to 5% on each transaction for the most part, commissions and credit card charges and PayPal charges, all that stuff. They charge, a few $100 for a theme. A few $100 if you want someone else to build your website for you and the time you have to put in and all that. So I was like, okay, Shopify's out. And so I was like, why don't I just build my own e-commerce website? And it finally clicked, and the very last straw for me was, have you guys ever purchased any of my courses? If you guys have, there's been hundreds of you that have. They are on a site which is not jackchapple.com, it is jackchapple.mykajabi.com. I do not own the website, I am just a member of a website. And luckily, I'm on that because I got a really good deal through a family member. They were one of the first 50 people to buy Kajabi or something. And so I essentially get it for free. But the membership for anyone who wants to sell courses through Kajabi, that can range from $100 to $1,000 a month. It's a lot of money. And so it's tough for them to sell courses. Oh, look at that, my finger's really bleeding right now. I cut my finger pretty bad. So where was I? So not everyone can start selling their courses on there. So it's like, okay, people can sell their courses on Udemy, but they can't control their prices. Udemy, actually, most of the time, if you want to sell your course for $200 on Udemy, the vast majority of the time, it'll be on sale for $15. So it's tough to make money on there. So I was just this is all adding up. I can't sell online courses on Amazon. I can't sell clothing on Amazon. So I was like, why don't I just build my own e-commerce store, sell my own stuff on my own store? And so I was going through the process of okay, why don't I do this? I'm going to do this. I'm going to start selling my own courses and my own products on a whole separate website that I have started building already. And then the other idea kicked in. if I'm doing that, why don't I build a marketplace? Why don't I build an e-commerce marketplace for everyone? And that was the next idea. So this is where the business venture comes in. I'm actually doing my third official tech startup. I've done an app which did very well. I had to discontinue that though. I dropped out of it and they're doing very well. I'm very happy for them. I built an online retail store, which I still get paid for 4 years later. Haven't worked on it in 4 years, still get paid for it. And this is gonna be my third official one. And I get to document it for you guys. So I'm building my own e-commerce marketplace. I'm only 20 years late to this, by the way. And I think there's actually roughly 20,000 e-commerce marketplaces on the internet right now. And obviously the big ones are Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify. Well, they're kind of half and half. Those giant ones out there. A Flipkart might be one too. I'm gonna start one. And I don't really, I'm gonna explain to you my reasoning behind this. So, if you guys want to sign up for free, okay, so here's a few perks you're going to get if you go through my website. Wow, my finger's really bleeding. I should probably wrap that up. Here's some few perks if you guys want to sell stuff. This kind of, it's like, I don't want this to sound pitchy, okay? I'm very sorry if it sounds pitchy, but here's kind of the stuff. If you guys, I'm going to upload tutorials onto my channel in like a month or 2 months or 3 months whenever the website goes live. And I will be uploading tutorials so that it'll take you roughly an hour from the time you sign up to the time you want to sell something. To the time you post a product. It'll take about an hour, which is very, very good. It's really streamlined right now. I've had a lot of it set up already. So there's that part of it. You get to talk to me. So if you guys want to be one of the first vendors onto the site, you guys get a Skype call with me. You guys get a coaching call with me, how to sell stuff. If you guys want to talk about other stuff too, about investing, stock market, whatever, if you guys want to sign up to be a vendor, totally get to talk to me for 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it may be. I get to guide you through setting stuff up as long as you want to sell stuff on my site. Another advantage is that, think about this, if this site were to take off, okay, I'm not saying, I'm confident, I always have confidence in whatever I do. I do realize that there's Amazon and eBay and all that stuff. Here's my thought process. You guys want to sell something on the site, you guys get to be the first vendors to own an entire category. I'm going to be selling 20 or 30 or 40 products on my site, and only like a handful of categories. There's going to be 100 other categories, more than that. And so if you want to be the only person to sell iPhone cases on my website, on an e-commerce marketplace, you guys are going to own everything. It's an automatic sale job. You're not competing against anyone else. And so, on average, my sites that I don't even work on right now and I don't even really advertise, they're still bringing in thousands of people every single day. And I don't even advertise my sites. I don't talk about them on my channel ever. I literally, all of my traffic comes from essentially just description boxes and occasionally podcasts and iTunes, and people click on those from there and, all around, right? And so, that's my thought process. You won't have a lot of competition. It's free. The fees are going to be very, very low. I don't know what the specific number yet, but I'm guessing somewhere between 5 and 10% at most. I'll have to do the math on that, so we'll see how it all works out. But you guys get full control. You guys get a marketplace to sell your own stuff. It's all going to be streamlined for you guys. I will do a lot of the marketing to get stuff on there, to get traffic on there. You guys get to own an entire website. It's completely free. You don't have to advertise yourself. And if you sell something, you sell something. Now, here's the thing, is that if you become one of the first vendors on there, by the way, sorry, I'm talking a lot of business jargon here. So if this is very boring, I'm sorry, but this is part of the documenting the thought process of building a business here. This is a part of the thought process. So I don't even know if this is going to take off. I have no idea. But if you guys want to sign up, you get to own an entire category. It's all free. I mean, you guys get to talk to me. You guys get the coaching calls. You guys get whatever you want. I'm going to do whatever I can to get you guys onto the website to help sell stuff so that you can help grow the entire business and you guys get to make some money too. And the other thing too is I'm going to be making tutorials and all that stuff too, so it'll be really, really streamlined. And I don't know. What do you guys think of this idea? Because I've already started it. It's happening. If I fail, I fail. If I succeed, you guys get to see me succeed. And so here's some. I know a lot of you are like, oh, this is so crazy. There's already Amazon and all that stuff. Well, I know, I do realize that. But I think that one of the benefits for this is I think I'll be able to get some traffic, and we'll just see where it goes. Here's some of the stuff the kinks that I need to figure out here. So I have a lot of the kinks figured out. I know how to set up vendors. I know how to do PayPal. I've got already PayPal and Stripe. I've talked to shipping people. I figured that out already. I talked to Canada Post. It's all set up. A lot of it's integrated already. There's just a few problems here, and I may need a partner for this. So if you're watching this right now and you're a web developer, I may need some help in about a month or two if I can't do this on my own. So what I'm having trouble with right now is I don't know how to do pay-per-click advertising. Okay, I won't need that for a long time. I won't need that for another year. If this website does well, I won't need people to pay for advertising on the site. Like, it's just, I won't need it because there's not going to be enough sellers. And I need to figure out algorithms for ranking people on the site. I don't know how to do that yet, and I'll learn, but I don't know how to do it. Online video hosting, a little bit of a problem, but I figured out a way around that, is that if you want to sell a course on my site, make it downloadable. That's number one, so that's the number one option. And two is you get to just put it unlisted as a YouTube video or unlisted on Vimeo so that only people who purchased your course will get the link to watch it. And you can put passwords on Vimeo too. So that's another perspective for you guys to make money on that, but algorithms, online video hosting, tracking packages, I figured that out today. I contacted Canada Post. That's a lot easier than I thought. I just need to find a way to get it to email you when everything's delivered. I know there's so many problems and stuff too. I figured out paying people once the package is delivered and withholding the payment, for 30 days or whatever, 25 days or 20 days. That's all figured out. So I just make sure whatever you're selling is legit and actually gets to the person. That's all figured out 100%. And there's refunds and all that too. Let's see, and there's some other kinks too I need to figure out here, but I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited because I will actually probably just upload 2 or 3 minute clips of me integrating something. Maybe I'll do it on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. I've already set up a lot of it. And it's just, I'm so pumped for this. I don't want to keep rambling about it. I'll give you guys more. I'll give you guys the name eventually. I already have the name, but I'm going to change it because it is complete shit. It's catchy, but it's shit. So it's just, what do you guys think of this? I understand I'm entering a marketplace with 4 giants right now. Saying that, Flipkart and Shopify is 13 years old, right? Flipkart, fairly new. But I'm just going to be building this from the ground up, and I'll see where it goes. Because I think the advantage of getting in on an e-commerce marketplace when it starts is pretty big. I mean, think about the original people on any sort of marketplace. They usually do very, very well. They get very established, especially if they get good ratings too. So, that's my new business venture. And it's kind of funny. I thought of that while I was away for 2 days. So, essentially, you can post your courses on there for free. And you literally, if you want to post digital content, here's the other thing too, the biggest advantage. The biggest advantage out of everything on the whole thing is that if you guys want to post your own courses and your digital content and it's for download or streaming on another site, I'll figure out video hosting eventually, but it has to take off first. So the biggest advantage is that it literally just sits on the site and you just collect paychecks. You don't have to do anything. That's it. It just sits on the site. You don't even have to market it sometimes. It sits on the site and it'll just sell. A lot of you guys will be on the front page when you guys start selling on there. So I'm just really excited for it. I know it's going to require a lot of time, a lot of time. Like I've done a lot of work. I have a lot of the bones of the website set up, but I mean, we're talking it'll be done in a month, 2 months, 3 months before it's minimal. Before the minimum viable product is released, it'll be months. And then it'll probably be another 9 months before I have a legit site. And the other thing too, the last thing is that I already have about 15 vendors lined up that I already asked people. And so here's my strategy. You guys want to know the business strategy behind this entire thing here? Is so that I'm contacting people that sell courses, people that sell products through their website, people that sell whatever, and I'm saying, hey, I will set up your own account on my site with your product, and all you have to do is just write your name and password and whatever. It takes 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20 minutes or however long it's going to take. And you guys just sit there collecting checks, and that's it. 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm essentially an affiliate marketer for you, for an e-commerce website. And so I already got 15 people, like 10, 15 people, somewhere around there, lined up who sell courses, and I'm going to be contacting social media influencers and all that stuff, and this is going to be my business strategy. I'm not going to, like Amazon, their strategy is to attract people to the site, right? My strategy is going to be attracting social media influencers to sell their own programs, sell their own courses through my site. They don't have to do any work. By the way, I'm only taking like a 10% fee maximum, right? For digital content. Usually for digital content, the affiliate fee is about 30 to 40%. So, and this can be my site can be for membership subscriptions too. So if you want to sell memberships, you can do that too. And so I'll pick up a 10% fee, and you just sit there doing nothing. I'll bring in the traffic for you guys. What's the downside, right? So that's the entire theory behind this. I just need to figure out some web hosting, and like there's a lot of problems. I'll be updating you guys with some vlogs and stuff too. It's just that I'm so excited for this. This is the really early stages of a tech startup, and I'm looking for a web developer to potentially help me with this. But we'll see. I can do most of it by myself, I think. This sounds so crazy. We'll see. I might even discontinue it if it takes too much of my time. I don't really know. But for now, I'm really excited. It started. I've already purchased the domain, purchased the hosting, purchased all the entire stuff that has to go with it, all the PHP and all that stuff. It's all purchased. It's all purchased. So I'm balls deep, as you would say in gaming. So I think that's gonna wrap this video up, guys. I need to stitch up my finger. It's really bleeding. Ugh. Yeah, gross. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. You're all very beautiful people. I'll see you guys in the next video.